Hello, guys. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good
Let's
evening, ma'am.
start. Yeah, good evening. So, shall I start with the session?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. I'll share my screen. Yeah. Can everybody see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. Guys, I want the interaction as well so that, I'll be much more understandable that you all have understood what I thought, and then we shall move further. Okay. If you all will acknowledge at least with the chat, last time as you all did, so that would also work. And if you all have any questions, you all can just ask me, then I'll stop and I'll explain you all. So everybody is attentive, right? I'm starting the session.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, first today, what we are going to study is about the introduction to import and export business. We will study about the definition and the importance of EXIM and what are the benefits and challenges of international trade. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, fine. The rest also please to respond, at least to share some of your emojis that thumbs up or the heart, anything you all can share so that it will be easy for me also that you all have understood. So one way only talking doesn't make any sense, right? So let's begin, guys. As I said, you all, what is import and export? Many of you all know, right? What is import and export? So once again, in short, anybody want to tell what the term export mean? I'm talking only about the export. Do anybody want to tell? Export means what?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please tell
Yes,
me,
ma'am.
according to you,
S-
what it
Uh,
is.
okay. So whenever we transfer our goods from the our producer country to the transferation country, that is meant by
Mm-hmm.
export.
Okay. Anybody next person import? I want someone else also to at least just share. If it is wrong, also no issues, guys. I think only one person is active in this group. Hello, guys. Shall I continue, or if you all are responding, only one person is there in the class. I think if rest also will respond, then that would be better. If you all don't want to answer, I don't mind that, but at least say that I need to tell that. Guys, anybody there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, fine. I'll continue, guys. No worries. Yeah, as export, I would like to explain you all. Export means some our products, that is the Indian goods, as we are staying in our we are staying in India, right? Some product which are exporting, that we are giving our products, that is we are selling our product to some other foreign countries. So that type of goods, when we are selling our product to other country, that is known as export. Import is vice versa, that is we are taking the products, we are purchasing the products from the foreign countries for our use or to make business for our domestical purpose in to resell it in a market, that is in Indian market. As the foreign goods are more Indian mentality has that foreign products are very good, they are very better way, that I'm using this foreign product, this product I brought it from foreign country. So these type of things, when we purchase the foreign goods, is called as the import. So this is the main terms, that is import and export. I hope now it is clear, right? It's simple terms. Guys,
Yes,
please
ma'am. Yes.
respond. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. If you all can't, like if you all feel bored to, just mute and unmute thing, you all can just give a thumbs up as well. Okay. Yeah, fine. Let me move. As let me read this definition in detail. Also, notes I'll be sharing you all in the chat box, guys. If you all want, do you all want me to do that?
Ma'am, if you have
Yes,
a
ma'am.
Word file or something, you can share it on WhatsApp. That would be really helpful.
Yeah, PDF I'll be sharing you all. But in that also depth, whatever I speak, you all want me to write it down and share in the chat box?
And that would be good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll do that. Fine. Let me explain to you all the definition. Let me read. Can somebody read so that I can check your English as well? And it'll be always, gives you also confident in future whenever you will go for a job or do some any, participating in any of the events. You can just take an initiative and read what is there. That will also make you all, good. It can build your confidence as well. So, can somebody read at least one line,
Yes.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
definition of
please?
exam.
Yeah, I'll
Exam
explain you all.
refers to the
Yeah. Yes,
definition
please.
of exam refers to the activities, processes, and policies involved in import and import of goods and services between countries.
Yeah,
This
thank you.
includes
Yeah, thank you so much. First is like EXIM, that is export and import, refers to the activities, processes, and policies involved in export and import of goods and services between countries. Here, they are not talking about only India and other country. We are talking about between two countries. That is, one country will be the giver, another country will be the taker. Okay, buyer and the seller. When there are exchange of these type of activities, it might be any services, it might be any goods, or it might be, sorry, it might be any activity or any process, or it might be any policies between two countries. It might be India Pakistan, it might be Pakistan UK, anything between two countries. If something is happening, or some agreement or some policies or some activities are happening between two countries, that particular term is called as export and import, or import and export, anything. So next line, anybody can read?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
This encompasses the entire process of selling domestically produced goods and services to foreign markets, export, and purchasing foreign produced goods and services for the domestic use, import.
Okay, this means like, for example, as I said to you, export means we are, for India, I took two countries between the exchange of the products between two countries. So one, I'm taking it about India because I'm staying here. So any product that I'm exporting, Indian product, that is, for example, I would like to tell you silk, anything, silk material or silk sari. Example I'm giving, this particular commodity, a businessman sells his silk product to any of the country, that is the USA. So that for our market, that is our product, when they purchase it for their use, for their to make business in their particular, in that country, that type of process is called as export. And purchasing foreign goods, like I'm purchasing, for example, watches. I have a business of a watches. I have good brands of watches, that is the foreign brands. So I get a tie up with them. I purchase their product and resell here, like to for the domestic consumption. For example, any of the big brand, that is Apple watches, iWatches, wherein they are in highly in demand. So I purchase their products, the foreign goods, and I import it in India. That is, I make a business out of that. So this type of process is known as import and export. I hope this definition is clear, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
yeah, fine. Only two people are active, guys. I think that even others should participate. It is not just because I'm telling you all forcibly to do that. It, really, I would tell you, in this position where I am there, no, even I have crossed all the situations, like, all the stages of where, from where you guys came. So that will also help you all, in future, when you all will work in some corporates, right? It will give you all, the confidence to talk. So this is the learning platform, guys. I hope everybody will participate actively, so that if further, when you all will go and work for any of the streams, any of the companies, so that it will make you all more stronger, and you all can easily participate in the next terms as well. It will be helpful for you all also. Okay, it is for your good sake, I'm telling. So next, as once now the definition is completed, we'll move to the importance of eczema. So what are the importance? Importance is also known as the benefits. Like, once, what are the benefits of import and export markets? So first comes, that is the economic growth, market expansion, resources optimization, foreign exchange earnings, trade balance, access to good and services, international relation, technology and knowledge transfer. So first we are going to learn one by one what they are. First is about the economic growth. So what comes under economic growth? First is the boost GDP and the job creation. Economic growth is nothing but the growth that is, of the economy of that particular country. Now the Indian economic growth will go high or it goes low. So this growth is known as economic growth. Growth means plus, like, we are, having good income, our lifestyles are good, as due to which, the Indian economic also can grow healthier. And this is called as economic growth. It might be any of the country. So the importance of exim is, first it depends upon the economic growth. How the economic growth has been done, that is by boosting the GDP and also by job creation. First thing, how when the businesses, for example, I would like to tell you, I am, exporting my product, that is as I said, you're the silk one, silk cloth or the silk saris. When the other countries are in highly demand of purchasing that particular product, that is the silk product of the Indian market. So, seeing at me, there might be I may be the business person, that is A. You all can call me B. Seeing to me, somebody else will see how this business is making good. So even I shall start this particular business. So due to that, one business, two business, and three, four, these type many businessmen will create. For this particular businessman, we also need under me. Now I am a business person, I need a manufacturer. That means I need some workers into that. I need, the first line managers, the second line production team. I need the HR team, and I need, the marketing team. I need the social media team. So in this way, I shall create many jobs. Being a businessman or being an entrepreneur, I can create many jobs to the people, and they also will, get good amount of income for their familyhood, and even they can improve their living style. So the standard of living also increases. So this is known as, once when one person enters into one business, so I get under me, I get 10 people of working under me. Then the second person will come, seeing at this, yeah, doing well, so even I need to start this business. Once when he enters, even he has some other people to be working under him. So this way the job creation is also done. And also, once when the living style or the standard of living increases, naturally the economic growth also increases. So this is known as, once when the economic growth increases, people are being hired, that is the jobs will be created. And once when our products are in highly demanded to the foreign markets, not only the silk I said y'all, there might be other commodities, like, the spices, the rice, and there are so many products, jewelries. So these type of many products are highly demanded in foreign countries. They like the Indian culture, they like to, buy the Indian products. So in this way, the foreigners are being attracted to our particular commodities or our particular products. So in this way, the jobs also will be created when our products are more, exporting for that particular product, or it is in high demand. So we can create more jobs for this particular product, or, we can create many things, like, many jobs will be, vacancies will be there in India, and even they can earn from there. So this is known as job creation. So let me explain you all what is uh, about in deep. I'll be explaining about the economic growth. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just type the notes, guys. 1 minute. My screen has been stopped, guys. You all can't see my screen. I can't see, guys. Want some replies whether my screen is visible or no.
It's not
Yes,
yet
ma'am.
visible.
No, ma'am.
No, right? Just a moment. I'll just share your one notes. As I said, y'all. Hmm. Now you all can see, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute. You all can see one of the tab like who can start this collaboration, like that some tab you all can see, or you all can only see the PPT.
We are able to see the PPT.
Now
Nothing, just the PPT.
only the PPT, right? Just a minute. I'll share you all the notes, guys.
And I have one question. Do we
Yeah.
have a assessment or something at the end of this internship? Do you know?
Pardon me?
Is there going to be a assessment or a test of some sort after
Yeah, they will
completing
be
this?
there. Assessment will be there after once when I teach you all, right?
Mhm.
Assessment will be there. The topics and all will share it to you all later. Just a
Okay.
minute, guys. I am not able to, get this. Don't know where I went. 2 minutes. Hang on, guys. Just a moment. I'm not able to see the tab anywhere. Screen has been stopped. I don't know. Just a moment, please. Now you all can see my screen?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Getting confused, guys. Where it went. I'm sharing my screen, but uh, now?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Just 1 minute. Now?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. Just a minute, guys. I'll share all the details first. You know. Now you all can see, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. In the PPT you all can see, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, fine, guys. The economic growth I was talking about. So let me tell you all that in the economic growth, we have again two subdivisions, that is boosting of the GDP and the job creation. We have to create the job to increase the livelihoods, or to give jobs to our Indian people itself, so that every person, every individual has work and he can earn some amount of some income to make his lifestyle increase, or and also support their family, wherein everybody will be happy, and everybody, they will not have any starvation or any lackage. Due to that, the job creations have been done, so that they can build their good, they can also have, when they are having job, they'll be having money, right? After having money, then they can fulfill their dreams as well and support their family, wherein the lifestyle also increases, the standard of living also increases, as well as there will be a economic growth as well for the India. And talking about the how to boost the GDP, that is exporting the goods and services, and by contributing to the country's gross domestic, that is for the GDP, which will drive into an economic growth. As I said, you all, like the GDP, when we product when sorry once when we purchase some product, right, there is some type of taxes we need to pay. Now I'm doing some business, I need to pay taxes to the government. When my sales increases, I need to pay the taxes also increases. When I have good amount of sales, I have money, I purchase some, good home or a good car, I need to pay some taxes for that. So in this way, when I pay the taxes as well, so I'm contributing some amount to the country, to India. So these type of thing, whenever I purchase some good commodity, or a high purchase, when my business is growing high, I naturally pay some taxes for to make my lifestyle very easier or luxurious one. So I pay some taxes so that I can contribute to the country as well. So in this way, when I'm contributing something, some amount, some piece of amount, so that will also create that will also boost the gross domestic product, that is, the GDP also will be increased. So this is in this way we can also drive into an economic growth, that is, we can also increase the economic growth, and also by job creation. So this comes under the economic growth. And in economic growth, we have boosting the GDP by, when my business is running good. So, exploring the goods and services, when I contribute to the so that I can contribute to the country's gross domestic product, that is the GDP, so that they can drive into an economic growth. Second comes as a job creation, that is the exim activities. Generally, when they come when they come for the employment in manufacturing, or it might be in logistic, or it might be in finance, or in other sectors. Once when we enter into the exim, right, import and export business, once when a businessman come into, so naturally in his business there will be requirement for the manufacturer, there might be the requirement for the logistic people, that is, the logistic people also, they can hire in the finance sectors, and there are other sectors where they can hire, so that they can create job in India itself. And they, from there, they can also have some good standard of living, and also they will be growth in the economic, they naturally they will be growth in the economic one. So this is one first importance. Second is about the market expansion. In market expansion, we have new markets, and we also have risk diversification. So first, let me talk about what are the new markets. For example, how we expand our market, like, in import and export. For example, I'm going to tell you all about let me tell you about export one. For example, exporting allows the businessman to access new markets, and also they increase in the sales and revenue. For example, I'm exporting one product to one XYZ company, to UK company. So my business, it will access into new market. For example, I'm selling my one product to, to Singapore. Next, I will get in London. Like, Singapore is highly demanded for the Indian market, so I start exporting my product to them. So from there, I get knowledge for the nearby Singapore, nearby cities of Singapore. And also it will, widen my business, like, from one country to another country, to the neighboring country. So in this way it gets expanded. And also in the terms of importing products, once when I'm taking the products, when I'm purchasing the foreign products, for example, I said all the Singapore products. From there, what is, highly demanded in India. And sorry, when the people are liking the product of Singapore, I'm importing that particular product. From there, if the neighboring countries also, if I get the cheaper price, or some other product also come into existing, then I can purchase that particular product and make a demand in Indian product, that is, in India, for that particular product. So in this way, the market also become vast, it becomes huge, it's become expanding. So this comes under the new market. So we can get knowledge about the new markets as well, the neighboring markets as well. Once when I start with one country exporting or importing, then I will get options for two, three, four countries. This way I can expand the market. So this comes under the market expansion. Second comes about the risk diversification. So how to, minimize the risk. Once when we expand the market as well, risk also will be huge in that way only. So in this way, it comes about by buying or selling, like, risk diversification comes under, like, selling to the multiple countries. As I said, all Singapore is one country, neighboring country also I start selling my same product, which are, highly demanded. So by multiple countries, the companies can reduce their dependency on one single market, so that it can spread for the so that it can reduce the risk for that particular market. For example, I would like to tell you all, my Indian product I'm exporting to Singapore, as I said you all. So the neighbor, I should not be dependent upon only one country. There might be some other country like Pakistan also may come up with that same commodity, which they are selling into a cheaper price than me. So I am selling one product to Singapore, so I should not be only dependent upon particular country, so that it may create many huge risk also. Like, many competitors also may come, might be in India also, there might be some other manufacturer who can sell that particular same commodity to the lowest price to that particular country, export that to that particular country, that is the Singapore. So I to not be depend upon only one country, I need to make connections to other countries as well, so that my risk also will be less, so that the risk also will be reduced. So this I have to keep in mind. Whenever I'm importing, I should not be dependent upon only on one country. Like for example, I'm purchasing the product from Singapore, I should not be dependent upon only one country. So I should also have knowledge and work on some other countries as well, where I can neighboring countries as well, so that I can get that particular product with lesser price. I can't be dependent upon only one country. If I depend upon one country, they might also, or one seller or the buyer, he might also have in much more demand. So I have to build the connections in such a way that I would be less, so that I can get less risk also. So the risk whatever I take should be reduced, by not depending upon only one country or only one seller or only one buyer. So in this way, the market expansion also, in this market expansion, we have two categories. As I said, your new markets means we have to explore to the n number of markets. And the risk diversification, that is, we have to build connections, buyers and sellers, we have to be connected, so that two different buyers and sellers, so that the risk also factors will be also reduced, and my business will not come into a downfall or shut down one. So this type of things comes under the market expansion. So till here, am I clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. And two, three guys, please tell no. Yeah, I need one, two, three hands up or thumbs up, guys, so that ma'am, please open the slide. The slide is open, guys. The slide is open, guys. I
And the
can't
first
hear.
page is showing up. I think that's what different is.
Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Now.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
that's perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just spoke about the economic growth. I spoke about the market expansion. As I said, you all, the economic growth, like, they boost the GDP by creating the jobs, and, we paid some taxes. So that particular tax we are contributing to government. So that is called as the GDP. Once when we go on paying the taxes to make our life comfortable or to grow our businesses, it also boosts the GDP and the job creation as well. Second, we spoke about the market expansion. Market expansion, we have new market and the risk diversification. New market means not depending upon only one single market, that is one single country. We have to look on to the surrounding country. We have to check the demand of that particular product which come into the export one. That is, the Indian product which are highly demanded not only in one country. We have to search and we have to make research on that, so that we get new buyers as well, or the new purchaser. So, and also comes the risk diversification, not depending upon only one seller or only one buyer. We have to make our business in such a way, so that the others also, we can't be dependent upon only one person, so that the demand of that particular single buyer will go into a high level. And we here the risk also may increase, so we have to make connections with other countries as well, or the other buyers also, or the purchasers. So these two we spoke. Then next comes about the resource optimization. So in this we are having the efficiency and innovation. Nowadays, innovation, we all are into this innovation only. Like, I would like to tell you all, what comes innovation is nothing but like, coming into a new things, like, making the product much more effective efficiency, or anything which is having, for example, initially uh, we used to not use any of the, like internet. Now everywhere, we are working into the net only, or many apps have been came. So this is called as the innovation. Now the next we are moving into the AI development, wherein, everywhere AI has been they are using AI. So first let me talk about the efficiency. Countries can specialize the producing of the goods for which they have the competitive advantage, and import the goods that are costly to produce domestically. For example, I would like to tell you all, in India, we are manufacturing one of the product. For example, a phone. I'm talking about only a phone, wherein the parts which I manufacture in India, they are going into a high cost. For example, one particular phone is getting ready, after manufacturing and all, it takes me 10,000 to complete one particular product, that is the phone. And manufacturing everything, the parts which I'm doing, I'm assembling here, I'm producing all the parts, the small parts also I'm producing it India only. And whatever I do, the cost for one particular phone, it costs for me 10,000. Wherein, if I purchase, wherein I import some of the products, some the assembly products, whatever is required in that particular phone, if that products which I'm getting in foreign, which I'm buying from the other country, gets me cheaper, and if that particular phone will get ready into 5,000, it is better that I can import those particular parts from the foreign country, and assemble it in India, and I can sell that product in the domestic, that is, in India only, for 10,000. Then that would be much more cheaper for me as well. And also I'm building good connection with the foreign countries by importing their products. So this comes under the efficiency. So next, what is innovation? Innovation is exploring to the international competition and the new markets, which encourage the innovation and their improvements in the product, that is in the quality and the production efficiency. First comes about exploring the international competition, wherein, the foreign goods or that particular commodity, they are much more better, they are much more innovative. It is better that, import that particular product from them, and start selling it in India itself. So this is called, like, this is not like I have to compete with them. So when they are doing it good, when they are, in a higher level or in more accurate level, so from them, I can't, beat them. In that way I can import those type of products. So it comes under the innovation. And wherein I can explore with new market, and it also encourages me to, learn from them. Like, they are much more, for example, Japan, they are much more forward in every ways. So in that way, to beat them or to compete them is very difficult. So it is better that I just, purchase, that is, import their products. So it also improves my product quality, and it also improves my product efficiency as well. So it is better when I'm, for example, I would like to give you a lot of only about the phone, like some other thing, like any other information or anything it might be for phone only, as I said y'all. Let me take another example, guys. Anything like, a foreign product, wherein, they are much more innovative than us. They are, and their product is much cheaper. If I make manufacture that, if I produce that particular commodity, the cost value goes on high, goes on increase, or it goes on into, a very huge price. So that if I sell that product also while manufacturing here itself, it is taking me much more costlier. So in that way, it is better that I import that particular product from the foreign country. It also, expands good, it also builds good relationship with that country. And when we are continuously purchasing their product, it also, gives us knowledge or makes us more innovative, and we can also expand to their markets as well. So in this way we can also build a good relationship. So this is about the resource optimization, that is the efficiency and the innovation. As I said, your efficiency means instead of wasting the time or wasting that particular manufacturing item which are not being useful, which is taking much more higher costly while producing that particular product or that particular item. So instead we can purchase or import that particular product from other country. So they are much more talented, or they are much more innovative than India. So we can just import their products. So this is all about the resource optimization, that is, our resource we are saving it by importing the product as we are getting it in the cheaper price. So this is about the resource optimization. Till here, am I clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. Hmm. Anybody till now, any doubts?
Ma'am, I want to ask you the question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you said that like if we manufacture any product in our India
Mm-hmm.
and if it is costly, okay, so then
Mm-hmm.
we import the products from the other countries. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so think about it, like if you are importing a goods very high manner and
Mm-hmm.
exporting the goods very low manner, so our GDP will be
Mm-hmm.
not be able to increase.
No, I would like to tell you all balance of in next it will come. Here, we have one more thing. As in the PPT, you all can see there is a trade balance. I would explain you all first that only. First, let me tell you, for example, the phone, which I said you the phone only, not the phone exactly. Let me take one more small example. I'm not getting it, guys. For example, specs goggles only. For example, I'm telling you all the glasses which I'm, if I manufacture in India, if I manufacture the glass in India, that accurate one, or the thin lenses which are not heavier, which doesn't affect the eyes scars or whatever it is, that costly glass, if I manufacture it in India, it is taking me the manufacturing cost only for the glass 100 rupees. Okay, when I import that, I'm getting it for 10 rupees per glass I'm talking about. So it is better that I import 10 rupees wala glass, and here I sell it for 100 rupees. If I manufacture it, that one particular glass for 100 rupees, and the other, the framework and all, if that cost me again 100, I need to sell, shipment, whatever the other cost, miscellaneous, whatever the cost comes in that. So that takes me up to 500. And when I make some profit, if I make only 100 rupees profit also, then it will goes up to 700 or 800. If I say nobody will purchase my particular product, instead of that, I can import it for 10 rupees, that one glass, and manufacture everything comes into 100. And if I sell it for 300 or 400 as well, I'll be making a good profit, right? So in this way, that is called as a resource optimization, wherein our technology, and we are also getting good glasses from other when I know that Japan is producing is a good producer of the glasses and all, it is better that I purchase from them only, and they're selling it in the cheaper price. So I purchase those product from them itself, right? And they are more innovative than us, and I'm getting at a cheaper price. So we have to prefer in such a way that what products we have to import, what product we have to export. So we are good for in spices and all. They are not that much more better, as pickle, whatever it is, are Indian products. So we have to keep in mind which products we have to export and which product we have to import. We are getting the cheaper price, we will buy it and resell it in India for the domestic purpose. Whatever we are in good enough, we have to export our product to them. And where they are in need of that, or when they are in, they are much more they are much wanted for that particular Indian product, so they will purchase our particular commodity. We can sell them at the higher price, and we can earn good profits here, and also we can create jobs, and we can expand our business. So this is called as the resource optimization. In this under we it also come as you said that the trade balance. I would like to tell you all, the in trade balance we have two types, like the trade surplus and the trade deficit. Trade surface surplus means plus surplus means profit. So trade profit is when that is my India, that is in India, when we are exporting, that we are only selling the goods to the foreign countries at the higher price, like our currency compared to their currencies too much for us. So once when I'm exporting my product to their country which is in highly demanded, then I'm making good amount, so my country will become as a trade surplus. My country will go under the trade deficit once only when I'm importing their products. Like I'm not producing anything in India, I'm just importing their products, because the foreign currency is higher to India, right? I have to pay thrice or the twice amount to that country to buy that product. In this way only, when I'm importing, right? So my country's trade will come under the deficit. That is the trade deficit, which is known as the negative one, where the economic growth also will fall down. So you got this point, what to export and what not to
Y-
import. If I'm
yes,
getting
ma'am.
at the cheaper
Yes,
price, then
ma'am.
only I will import it. If I'm getting at the costlier price, I will manufacture it in India only, because to make profit, we are making a business. Business means what? We are making profits, right? For example, I would like to tell you all, not import and export. For example, now I'm staying in Bangalore city, okay? In Mumbai, I'm getting good amounts of for example, the ladies jeans or whatever, I'm getting it for 200 and I'm selling it in I'll purchase there only, right? I'll get the products from Mumbai and I will resell it in Bangalore. So what I have to think into in such a way that what I'm getting cheaper for from the foreign countries, so that I can buy it for the India and resell it in India. That is for the domestic use, so that it will make profit. Nobody will be such stupid that we go and purchase the costlier one, and I am purchasing that particular product for at the costlier price, and nobody will take those type of products, right? So there are some fruits also, like our fruit like coconut, the tender coconut, which is in highly demand in foreign countries. Okay, so they are wanted our product. So that coconut, I'm going to export it to that country which is in highly in demand, and I'll be making profit out of that. I can't just take their fruit, for example, their any of the fruit which is much more demanded in a foreign country, and here nobody is buying that because the cost is too high. Indian mentality also, they don't want to spend a huge amount of products for that particular items, right? So I have to, the trade has to go into balance, wherein it'll be a growth for Indian economy as well. So and it will be a good profit for the country itself or the business, and also people have to buy that particular product. So I have to keep in mind of these type of items. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
then
ma'am.
yeah. The next comes about the foreign exchange earnings. In this, the currency inflow will come. Like exporting brings in the foreign currency. Like our Indian rupees is much more. For the foreign currency, it is much more less. Like once when I take the foreign currency, it is more amount for me, right? Because once when I sell something, I'm getting in dollars, right? And that dollars or that currency will be bigger in Indian rupees. You all got this point? So the export should be there in a higher way, so that I can get more money. And this also improves the country's foreign exchange, that is the currencies as well, which can be used in the import and other international transactions as well. For example, if I am exporting one of the item, I'm getting good amount from that, the dollars or the pounds, which is the higher currency comparative to the Indian currency. So in this way, I'm making a good amount. So the exchange of the foreign earnings should be high, so that the currency will be into inflow. That is, we'll get good amount of currencies, the good amount of money we can make into it. So next comes about the trade balance. I would once again, repeat this. In trade balance, we'll be having the balance of the payments, wherein a healthy balance between the export and import, which will help to maintain the positive trade balance. The positive trade balance, as I said, you the surplus it will be. So contributing overall the economic stability for the country. Like for example, it will be our the economy will be stable once when we will have a positive trade. Positive trade means the surplus once when the export is more rather than import. You all got this point?
Once again, repeat, ma'am.
Okay, the healthy trade we can build. How we can build a healthy trade? Once when the export is more, when I'm selling the products of the Indian goods which are demanded for the foreign products, when I'm only exporting. For example, India is exporting 50 products, and it is sorry, India is exporting 100 products, and it is importing only 10 products. That means we are making good money, and the our trade will go into surplus. Once when the India is only importing, that is only it is buying the foreign products rather than exporting, we will go into a deficit, that is the trade deficit. To make a healthy balance, to make a healthy healthy balance in the trade, the import and export, they will help us to maintain into a positive balance. We have to trade in a positive way. That is the positive trading, it is called, wherein the export is more than the import. So the export trade balance we have to contribute in such a way, in overall it will be growth in the economy, so that our economy will be in stability, and also for that particular country. So not only about India I'm talking, the other countries as well. So like Sri Lanka, anything, they are Sri Lanka country and all, they are in deficit because they are only dependent upon the other countries rather than exporting. They only import the things. So their current, so their value or the economic growth will go into a downfall. So to keep an healthy balance, we have to balance our trade. That is, export should be at least little bit higher than the importing one, or they have to be equal. Like we are getting good amount of currency, or we are getting profits for that particular commodity, we are getting the products at the cheaper price, then we can import the things, so that it will not affect our particular economy. So till here it is clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Next comes about the access to the goods and services. So in this access to the goods and services, we are having the variety, and also we are having the quality and the cost. So in variety, we are having like importing means which we are purchasing from the other countries. Imports, they provide the customers which access to the borders, that is the range of that particular product or the services which are not available domestically. For example, in India, that particular product or that particular commodity is not available, we can't manufacture, or if we manufacture also, it will be into a higher price. So in this way, when we can't manufacture, or that particular resource is not available in India, we have to import that good. So in this way, we are having certain borders, we are having certain ranges of that particular or that services which are not available domestically, we have to import those type of goods. So this comes under the variety. And also what comes under the quality and the cost is like imported goods which are offer better quality at the lower price, which will be benefited or benefiting the customers and the businessmen. For example, when I'm importing some goods, that is, when I'm purchasing the foreign goods, which offers me in better way, they are providing me with good quality, they are providing me with the lower cost. If I manufacture in India, I'm getting it at the higher price, so it is better to import those type of products. And also it benefits the customers after using that foreign product. After using that particular product, the customers, that is the consumers of the India or the businessmen, even they are having some benefits. That is, it might be the customers are be satisfied with the product, and the businessmen who are making good money out of that particular commodity. Till here it is clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Next comes the international relation. In international relation, we have diplomacy, we have the culture exchange. So what comes under the diplomacy? We are that is the trade relationship, the that is the foster diplomatic and the politic ties between two countries. Once when the trade is good with the two countries, uh, their politic, whatever the issues will be there, they will naturally reduce. Now for example, we have seen that our PM Modi, he'll be with the different countries, he's making good relationship, because to build our growth as well, that is the economic growth, to build good connections with them, so that they can uh, that is the foreign companies, they can build they can also, we are having the MNC companies, many companies are there, the foreign companies, Apple and all, we are having these type of companies set up in India as well, so that they can create job creation is also done, and employment is being given in in India as well. So to build good connections with them, so this comes under the international relation. While having good export and import business, we can build a good political relationship with our between two countries also can be grown. Next comes about the culture exchange. So in culture exchange, it is nothing but that international trade which promotes the culture exchange and also mutually understanding among the nations. For example, our culture, the Indian culture, like the Indian tradition, whatever we are having, like the spices, as I said you, one of the example, or the silk, wearing of the silk, the foreigners also are liking this type of cultures. Like they see our particular product, and they are also trying that, for example, I would like to tell you, like the foods of India, the frozen food, we can export it to the foreign countries, where our culture, for example, idli I'm talking about, the idli batter and all, it is being frozen, and we are exporting that idli batter to some other country, and even that foreigner is liking that idli, and he is preparing, he just reads how to make that and all. So that particular commodity, our culture, they are adapting it. So this is also comes under the international relation. So till here, am I clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Next comes about the technology, technological and the knowledge transfer. So first is about the innovation and the skill development. So innovation, as I said you, wherein some other country is best and they are making it at the cheaper price. Innovation means exposure of the international market, can lend they can also lend into an adoption of the new technology in a best practice, so that where the innovation is good in that particular country, we have to import those type of good, and we are getting it at the cheaper price. Next comes about the skills development. Here our skills are, nowadays many people are going to foreign countries, because they think that they are teaching, or their their innovation, or their knowledge, or their whatever the stream they are giving, the education whatever they are giving, it is in a good way, or in a more advanced way. So this comes under the skills development, where the participation of in the global trade, like it also enhance the skills also, it enhance the skills and also the expertise in the logistics as well. For example, the skills development, where wherein the skills are much more better comparatively in India, or the skills might be better in India comparatively to the other countries as well. For example, in Pakistan, compared to India and Pakistan, India are having much more skilled person compared to the Pakistan people. So it is our like in skill development, here the participation comes, wherein in global trade, which enhance the skills and also the expertise in their logistic way, or in their international marketing, or it might be any regulatory compliance. So this comes under the skill development. So till here, am I clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes.
So this is about the importance of exam. And next, let me tell you all the benefits and importance. Spoke about this, the importance. Sorry. Yeah, the benefits and the importance we spoke. And next comes about the challenges. What all challenges will come? That is the regulation, the cost, the logistic, the currency fluctuation, and the market knowledge. One by one, let's study about this. The page is visible, guys.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
You all can
Yes, ma'am.
see. Here it is showing me that your screen sharing
Yes,
is
ma'am.
paused. You all can see or no, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
It's
yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
You all can see.
I'm able to
Okay.
see.
Okay, fine. So let me explain to you all what are the challenges will come into it. Just a moment.
okay.
So, this notes, shall I just give it now, guys, or how? I'll just paste it in the comment section. Uh, yeah, that is in the chat one. Just a minute. This I have explained you all. These- Yeah, guys, am I, audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible to me.
Mhm. Yeah, guys, the challenges I would like to explain you all. First comes the regulation. As I said, regulation means, in different countries we have different rules and regulations, different standards we have, and we are making it. We are having different rules, we are having different regulations, we are having different standards comparatively to different different countries, and which also makes us more competitive, or which also to adapt that particular rules and regulation according to their policies. We have to have certain, like, in import and export, for example, there might be any wars between two countries which may affect a particular, the business in import and export. So we have to have that knowledge as well. So this particular country, when it is purchasing the Indian product, we have to keep it into mind that the regulation, their regulatory systems, for example, between two countries, there shouldn't be any fights, or we it is little bit risk taking performance, wherein in Pakistan, when we are exporting something to them, so their country is having different standard, different rules, different regulation. So this is also one of the challenge, wherein every country has their own variety of rules, variety of standards, and their culture. So we have to keep it in mind as well in import and export, the regulations. This comes under the regulation. Then second is about the cost. So in cost, it is like exporting and importing, which involves the high cost. Like, some of the commodities which are cheaper, we have to import them, which are much demanded, and we can sell our product to them. So this comes under the cost. Like, we have to keep in mind that importing one particular commodity at the higher price, and it comes under the cost, that is high cost risk. So we have to keep it into mind that the importing or exporting, it involves into the high cost, which includes like the shipping, and also the tariff is nothing but the taxes, and the particular amount which can be profitable for our own country. For example, the cost we have for one particular commodity, we have to make it in such a way, while we are exporting or importing. First, I would like to tell you, exporting, when I'm exporting one product, when I'm selling one product to one country, or to three countries, I have to make in such a way that my cost of exporting that particular good, it should include the shipping cost, it should include the taxes, it should include certain amount where I will be profitable when I'm selling one particular commodity. For example, Indian anything, wheat flour. No, for example, as I said, you the idli batter only. If I'm exporting that idli batter to their other country in US country, which is in highly demand, so I have to make in charge that, if I'm manufacturing or if I'm producing that idli batter for 100 rupees, that packaging cost will be there, shipping cost will be there, and the export duties, whatever it is, that will come into it, and the GST or any taxes will be there, and in their country what taxes are there, that I need to make, and make my product and sell particular, and makes fix some certain amount, so that I will be profitable. So this comes under the cost one. This is also one of the challenges. As I said, you the cost one also we should keep in mind. Then comes about the logistic. In logistic, managing and transportation and delivering of that particular good across the borders, which is a complex one, and there might be also delays as well. For example, if it is not just like, I'm exporting one particular product to that country, it might be in logistic way. There might be a shipping logistic one. It might be, the air logistic, that is, through air the particular product is going to the planes or anything, or they are going into, the ship way. So this type of logistic also has to be kept in mind, wherein, it is not just like, for example, I said all the batter which I am, it is in the liquid form. So till there it reaches, how the packaging is being done, so that it will not be any damages while, shipping them, or the product should not be, damaged, leakage, any sorts of thing. So I have to keep in mind that, the logistic also is also one of the major risk, thing in, or the major challenge in import and export business. So we have to manage these type of things, like, the delivery of that good should be in a safe way as it was manufactured. And we have to, export that type of, we have to, keep it in mind that, the logistic will be, like, in that particular product should reach that country in a safe way. Like, there should not be any damages, or any miss, in that particular commodity. For example, we, from here India, it goes in a good way, and there, while shipping and all, something, is missing, or some product is missing, or some item is missing, or one box is missing. If, for example, if 100 commodity is been ordered in that country, if only 90 or 80 reaches, then the remaining where, so that remaining where, the products have been gone. So these type of records should be maintained in that logistic form. So this is also one of the challenge will come into an import and export thing. Next comes about the currency fluctuation. The currency fluctuation is nothing but the changes in the currency. Like, for example, the dollars will go high, it will go keeps on increasing. So that day to day checking of that particular currency, when for to which, to whom we are importing or to whom we are exporting. So the currency knowledge should be there, should be actively, we have to be in that state of mind. Like, this currency is going, it is increasing or it is decreasing, or it is equal for this particular days, it will be neutral. So we have to, keep in mind that also this is also one of the challenge, wherein, the currency fluctuation will be there in that, uh, for that particular commodity, or we have to, in that particular country, we have to make the things in that, we have to, keep in mind for this particular currency as well. That is, the currency fluctuation, the up and downs of that particular currency. So we have to keep it in mind. This is also one of the challenges. So the currency fluctuation is nothing but the that is, the charges which we are paying to that particular currency or that particular commodity in exchange rates, that will impact the cost in pricing of the goods as well. So once when we are exchanging the currency, the Indian rupees to dollars, when we are converting them to purchase one particular commodity, so this currency also fluctuate. So once when the dollars also the rate goes on increase, so, the product, the price of that particular commodity is also, it will also increase. It is good for us once when we are exporting, because the currency increases, it fluctuate, it increases the dollars when I'm selling my particular commodity to, other country. If the price of that currency increases, then I'm getting good amount. If the price decreases, or if I'm importing their product, then it will be much costlier for me. And to resell that particular foreign goods, my commodity, my price also increases. So in this way, the price fluctuation also occurs. This is one of the challenges in import and export. Next comes about the market knowledge. So we have to have good knowledge in marketing, like, which type of products are demandable in that particular country. Many how many people might be, like, one or two buyers, we can't, we have to sell our products, or we have to export our products in a large number, in a huge units. So we have to have good knowledge about that, like by understanding the foreign market, what the customers are in need of, that how they want our product to be in a better way. So, taking their feedbacks as well is much more important. So this is one of another challenge in market knowledge. So we have to have good market knowledge about our particular product, how it is, working in their country, what is the feedback of that product, or in later how we will get it back, we shall we get the repeat customers as well. So we should keep in touch with all these type of knowledge. We should have a good knowledge in marketing as well, so that the customers can prefer into a crucial, and it may also be challenging for the business people to have so they have to have good knowledge of that particular country or the particular customers. So this comes under the challenging. So till here, do anybody have any doubt, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Please, can you repeat the currency fluctuations?
Yeah, currency fluctuation, I would like to tell you that the currencies, once when I'm exporting, right? Now, for example, my 1 rupee is $90. Example I'm giving. I mean, I'm not sure about what today's rate it is. If it is 90 rupees, when I'm exporting for 10 rupees product, so I'm getting good amount from there, right? So if I'm importing, it will be high cost price for me. So I have to keep in mind that the currency fluctuation, whether the currency is increasing or it is decreasing or what it is. So the currency fluctuation is one of the challenges in import and export one. So there might be changes in the currency. The exchange rate might be high when I'm exchanging with the dollars. When the currency, the dollars when the dollar is increased, then the exchange rate also will be increased. And so this is the challenge which they are been facing. And also the impact or the cost of that particular price may also be affected. Like if I am exporting, that is good enough for me, because their currency increases, even I'll get good amount. So once when I'm importing from the foreign country, their currency is increased, then it will be naturally for that particular product, price also goes on increases. Nowadays we can see that petrol rate also have been high, or some wine, for example, if I'm importing wine from the Australian country, that wine bottle was for 1,000 rupees. Now their currency will increase into 1 or 2 rupees. That will also affect the cost for the Indian people. So the price of that 1,000 wine bottle will goes up to 1,200 or 1,500, because their currency has been increased. So when I'm exporting my product, for example, as I said you, the idli batter, if their currency increases, that 100 rupees idli batter will go into 110 also. If point also 0.1% also their currency increases comparatively to the previous currency, if it goes up to the 110 also, that 10 rupees will be much more profitable for the Indian market. So this is about the currency fluctuation. So we have to keep in mind that there will be fluctuation of the currencies for the different countries. It might be the pounds, it might be the dirhams, or it might be anything, the yarn or anything, in whichever country we are importing or exporting. So anything else, guys? So this is all
Thank you,
about,
ma'am.
like, yeah, welcome. So this is all, as I said, you all, I explain you all the definition and the importance and benefits are the same, and what are the challenges as well they face. So this comes under the international trade. So this is all about, guys. So anybody who have not understood, guys, can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Got it, ma'am. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Just a minute. Oh, I am not able to make the screen bigger, guys. I can see the PPT. I can't see everybody's face. Okay, let me stop sharing the screen. Yeah, I can see now. Do anybody have any doubts? Just a second. I received some. Please send me on WhatsApp, ma'am. What is this? What I need to share it in WhatsApp? Please open slide 3 that I have opened. PPT. Okay, I'll share it. And guys, notes you all need. Shall I share
Yes,
the
ma'am.
notes? Yeah, just a
Yes, ma'am.
minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute, guys. I'll just switch on my battery. It is low.
Ma'am, I wanted last lecture's recording.
Yes, guys. Last lecture one recordings I have shared the same thing. I have messaged in to the person, the, you know, they will be sharing to you all shortly.
Okay, ma'am.
Anything else, guys? Just a minute. I'm just, giving you all the recordings. Just give me one, not the recording, the notes. I'm typing it. Just give me 1 minute. PPT also will be shared, guys, but the in details they are having, you all are having only the bullet points, right? So just give me 1 minute. I will share it in the chat box. Just see, guys, the definition I have shared you all.
Ma'am, you can also share it in on WhatsApp group.
WhatsApp, ma'am. Yes.
You all wanted to share it in WhatsApp.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Fine, I'll make this notes and I'll share it to you all in WhatsApp. So that it will
Oh,
be easy. Once when you all will read, no, you all will get to know. It is
yes,
like,
ma'am.
what I spoke, that only I wrote. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else
Yes,
you all
ma'am.
have, guys? Or you all are feeling it is bored, you all can give me the feedback so that I can improve for the next session.
No, ma'am. This lecture session is totally amazing. I enjoyed a lot.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Was I
Same here.
speed or something like that, guys?
No, ma'am.
No. Any doubts in this? You all can, I'll just once again present and you all can see the PPT. If there is any doubt, you all can just see. The definition is clear, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
The definition means I said you all what is import and what is export, right? Which will go, that is which we means export means like, which activity or the product which we are selling is called as export. Import means we are buying their products, the foreign products. Here, the importance and the benefits is the economic growth. Like, it will increase the economic growth, market expansion will be there. Then the resource optimization, this benefits also comes in this few of the things. And the challenges, what all challenges are being faced. So till here it is clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine, guys. So let me stop presenting. Anything, any doubt anybody have?
Ma'am,
Next lecture.
when will be the next lecture?
Next lecture. Yes.
Next lecture, your mentor will just share you all the details. I think most probably it will be on Fridays.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. No
Hmm.
problem.
Okay,
Over
ma'am. Okay.
there, some other topics will be, we will discuss. We will cover the whole, the whole module and all.
Okay, ma'am.
Any other doubts, guys, or we shall wind up the session?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we shall
Yes,
wind
ma'am.
up. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for your participation. If anything is being needed, you all can interrupt me for the next one. If you all want a better one, also I can improve. If you all will share the feedback, that would be much more helpful for me and better for you guys also. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
have a good evening, guys. Have a great evening. Bye. See you all till the next.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you.